this, ladies and jelly beans. So, welcome once again. We are so tickled pink to be able to share this presentation with you. We are going to be talking about how to take the toxic out of cleaning. My name is Dr. Michelle Gamble, and I am an integrative wellness mentor. I focus on assisting people with chronic illness to transform their lives, to break free from the pain and confusion of suffering with chronic illness so that they can be empowered to be without dependency on medications and other medical interventions. With me, I have my illustrious co-host, Sandy Wells.
Hey there, I'm Sandy. I'm a wellness advocate. I work with essential oils and have been doing that for about 8, maybe 9 years now. I am a mom to 10 and grandma to 20 and love using natural solutions for anything and everything. So, love it.
Yay, woohoo. Now, see, I usually tell people that I am a mom of five, but Sandy got me beat by so many points that I'm like, it doesn't even count anymore. Sandy's got the Queen Awards for that category. In any case, we're here to tell you today about toxic cleaning. It's easy to assume that anything that you buy in a store must be safe, but in reality, that is not the case. In fact, you probably will not realize that toxic cleaning products do not have a warning label other than the fact that they say, poison control. If you accidentally drink this, then call poison control. Unfortunately, just because it's meant for cleaning does not mean that it's healthy for your body. Household cleaning products are crammed with chemicals that are not fully disclosed and aren't approved and might be causing harm to you, your family, your pets, and your loved ones. So now, on average, the household has about 62 toxic chemicals, according to the environmental experts. And ingredients in common household heat cleaners have been linked to asthma, cancer, reproductive disorders, hormonal disruptions, and neurotoxicity. Studies of people who have worked as cleaners have found that they have lung damage that is similar to what you would get by smoking 20 cigarettes a day. Now, that's pretty disturbing if you ask me. And if you have pets or children who regularly play on the floor, you should pay close attention to the type of floor cleaners that you are using. In many commercial brand floor cleaners, the vapors linger and can be dangerous. So please, please, please do your research to find a pet-safe floor cleaner, which will be safe for your baby too. Or, as we are going to teach you today, you can make your own floor cleaners out of natural products so that you know exactly what's in it. And the same thing goes for surface cleaners like yard and garden products. If anyone is likely to be eating off of a surface or walking or playing on that surface, you should do your very best to ensure that the products used are clean and that the area is free and clear of harmful toxins. So now, the most acutely dangerous cleaning products are the corrosive drain cleaners, such as oven cleaners and acidic toilet bowl cleaners. And corrosive chemicals can cause severe burns on the eyes, the skin, and if ingested, on the throat and the esophagus. Ingredients to look out for include chlorine bleach and ammonia, which can produce fumes that are highly irritating and can trigger asthma attacks. And we're going to get more into the details on this shortly. So now, cleaning products, unlike foods and cosmetics and other personal care products, are not required by federal law to carry a list of ingredients. So for years, companies have claimed that by providing a full list of ingredients, it would go against their rights to keep their formula preserved and private. And in fact, only 7% of the cleaning products on the market adequately disclose their contents. This means that manufacturers have no reason to avoid risky chemicals that happen to clean well, even if they trigger asthma attacks, skin rashes, or linked with cancer. So the Consumer Product Safety Commission, and the federal agency charged with protecting consumers from thousands of types of consumer products, have only 500 employees nationwide. This means that a lot of dangerous products slip through the cracks, and there are many, many, many recalls. Every day, your body fights against a myriad of toxins that you're exposed to. Now, manufacturers they argue that in small amounts, toxic ingredients in your household cleaners, they're not likely to be an issue, such as taking a dip in the pool treated with chlorine. But routine exposure and exposure in combination with chemicals have not been studied. So there is no way to accurately gauge what kind of risks are involved. And what we know about chronic exposure to toxic fumes and chemicals adds to what we would know as the body's toxic burden or the body burden. And this refers to the total accumulation of toxins in your body, specifically the number of chemicals stored in your tissues at any given time. And many systems are exposed to far too many heavy metals, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, and other toxins, and they become fatigued and lose their ability to flush them out. This leads to illnesses such as heart disease, cancer, autoimmune disorders, neurodegenerative diseases, fibromyalgia, hormonal imbalances, infertility, to name a few. In fact, just today I was talking with a young lady about hormonal imbalances, and what I was sharing with her is that unfortunately, the only thing that a lot of practitioners know how to do with hormonal imbalances is to put you on hormone replacement therapy. And in my experience in dealing with several people, a lot of times the hormones are imbalanced because of a compromised detoxification pathway. When your liver is overburdened and it's not able to detoxify excess hormones properly, that creates hormonal imbalances. So please, 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 even if you're talking about things, like I said, like hormonal imbalances or fatigue, autoimmune diseases, things of that nature, pay attention to your toxic load because that may be a critical factor in what's preventing you from healing. So now, found in many household products such as air fresheners and dish soap and even toilet paper, phthalates are chemicals used to extend the aromatic strength in scented products. So what I tell people all the time is that when you're looking at laundry detergent and things of that nature, and you see those commercials where she's like, oh, it smells so wonderful. If it smells like that, it is toxic, okay? That is not the kind of stuff that you want in your clothes because that is going to be absorbed into your skin. Now, phthalates are known to disrupt hormonal secretion and can also cause infertility. Although exposure mainly occurs through inhalation, it can be absorbed through the skin, through these scented soap products as well. And this is problematic because the skin, unlike the digestive system, has no safeguards against toxins. So it is absorbed and these chemicals go straight to your organs. Now, triclosan is found in many dishwashing detergents and hand soaps, and it's labeled as antibacterial. Now, while this chemical works fantastically in terms of getting rid of bacteria, it can also promote the growth of drug-resistant bacteria, and it can disrupt hormonal function and is a possible carcinogen. More than that, studies have found that our rivers and our streams have dangerous concentrations of triclosan, which is toxic to algae and is a major disruptor of ecosystems. So please, please, please avoid this particular element and use simple detergents and soaps with short ingredient lists and use alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Now, if you have followed me for any period of time, you know that I go to the extent of saying don't use antibacterial hand sanitizers, period. Ordinary soap and water is all you need, because the reality is that we need to promote healthy guts. And the more we start to kill the bacteria in our guts, the more compromised our immune system will be. So all of this slathering with hand sanitizers that you see going on, especially now, is going to turn out, I'm predicting, is going to turn out to be one of the most detrimental things that we have ever told people to do. And it's amazing to me that our medical professionals are not saying anything, because they know the dangers of promoting antibiotics. And this is just another form of antibiotic. So now, when we look at your ocean breeze or your fresh cotton scented laundry detergent that may smell so wonderful to you, keep in mind that they can be extremely dangerous to your overall health. And if one of the ingredients on the product is listed as fragrance, chances are that that product has a cocktail of non-natural chemicals that are likely to be more toxic than anything. And studies have shown that 1/3 of all scented detergents contain at least one chemical that is flagged by the EPA as being potentially cancer causing. On average, toxic laundry detergents products emit over 17 toxins that go unlisted on the label, and they cause problems ranging from skin irritation to neurological damage. Think about it. You're using your detergent not just to wash everything that you wear, but to wash the fabric that you're breathing into for hours every night, AKA your pillowcase, your sheets. So if you're using detergents and fabric softeners and bleach brighteners and other things that are masking agents, chances are that something toxic is lurking in that bottle and is traveling directly to your brain, because you're breathing that in at night, right? So that is going directly through your nasal passages into your brain. I want you to think about that for a moment, okay? Now, we're going to talk about something called quats, which is quaternary ammonia compounds. This chemical is another type of antimicrobial, which poses the same problem that triclosan causes by helping to breed antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Furthermore, it is a skin irritant, and one 10-year study found that dermatitis is caused by the quats. And quats are found in fabric softeners and most household cleaners that are labeled antibacterial. So if you have sensitive skin, or if you are prone to skin irritation, please make sure to be aware of this particular chemical. The key ingredient in window and kitchen and multi-purpose cleaners is 2-butoxethanol. See, I tell you, man, these things, when you can't pronounce the name, you know it's toxic. That's what I tell my kids. Whenever we look at the list of ingredients for foods, and in this case for cleaning products, if you cannot pronounce the name, you know it is nothing that you need to have anywhere near you. In any case, according to the EPA, this particular chemical in mild cases can cause sore throats, but over time it can contribute to carcosis, pulmonary edema, and severe liver and kidney damage. Unfortunately, the law does not require companies to list this on their products' labels. So do your best to use do-it-yourself products that Sandy's going to teach us about from natural ingredients, or do some research about other types of products that you can buy. In any cleaning product that promises a streak, clean shine, ammonia is probably a main ingredient. And unfortunately, ammonia is a powerful irritant and will affect you right away. The smell itself is harsh and pungent. The people who are most susceptible to the dangers of ammonia are people with lung and breathing problems, as well as the elderly. Because it is hard to avoid breathing in ammonia during its use, people who get a lot of ammonia exposure, like house cleaners, they will often develop chronic bronchitis and asthma. As an important side note, keep in mind that ammonia can create a poisonous gas if mixed with bleach. Now, since it's a common chemical in our daily lives, any excess exposure to chlorine can cause chronic illness and disease over time. When you clean with it, you breathe it in, and possibly you even absorb it into your skin. And chlorine is also in city water to cleanse it from bacteria. So it is best to limit excess exposure to this particular chemical. Now, sodium hydroxide, otherwise known as lye, is extremely abrasive, and it is used in oven cleaners and drain cleaners because it does such a great job of destroying everything else in its path, which tells you a lot, right? And its powerful ability to clean away the grime also makes it extremely dangerous. If it touches your skin or gets in your eyes, it can cause severe burns, and inhaling sodium hydroxide can cause a sore throat that lasts for days. In addition to affecting your personal health for you and your loved ones, using toxic cleaning products can also threaten our water quality and our life and our wildlife as they disappear down the drain. Many of the chemicals that we have discussed are not readily biodegradable in soil and in water, so they hang around as pollutants, and their presence harms our wildlife, but also they eventually make their way back to us. The water we pollute will eventually be consumed by us, or at least by the plants and the animals that we consume. And phosphates are water softening mineral additives that were once widely used in laundry detergents and other cleaners, and they can act as a fertilizer, creating tremendous overgrowth of algae. This abundance of aquatic plant life sucks away the oxygen supply within our water systems, and this kills off the fish and other organisms and disrupt the entire surrounding ecosystems. And many states have banned the use of phosphates in laundry detergents, but unfortunately, they're still widely used in dishwasher detergents. Now, just because it's in a green bottle and the cardboard box says something like, oh, non-toxic, this doesn't mean anything. Terms such as natural and eco-friendly should not be equated with safety unless they are backed up with the specific ingredient information such as solvent-free, no petroleum-based ingredients, and no phosphates. The term non-toxic has no official definition. So unless a third party has verified this claim, please do not take it at face value. Because marketers know that by being environmentally friendly, that's the big trend. So they design their products to make it seem as if they're eco-friendly. For example, many aerosol spray cans are labeled as no CFCs or no chlorofluorocarbons, which deplete the ozone layer, leading consumers to believe that they are buying more eco-friendly products. But in reality, CFCs have been banned from aerosols since 1978, which makes this label meaningless, used purely as a marketing gimmick. This is what we call greenwashing or green marketing. So be very, very careful. And that is why we are here to share with you that the best thing that you can do to start making yourself less toxic is to use fewer products less often. Find a multi-purpose product that really works well and use it sparingly. And what I will say to you is that we want you to think about the other options. Think about making your own cleaning products from natural ingredients such as baking soda, vinegar, lemon water, even vodka. That's the only thing vodka is good for, ladies and gents, cleaning. And they are likely in your pantry already. Well, maybe not the vodka, but everything else. And they can double as household cleaning products. So what we're going to do is transition to our lovely Sandy. Take it, Sandy. Uh-oh, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, there, that's better.
Yay.
All right. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. Sorry, trying to make it share the way I want it to share, and we'll see if it will.
No problems.
Okay. All right. Drag my little box here, and it's supposed to work.
Yep, we can see your screen.
Okay. Just going to try and fit this in so that it fits the way we want. All right, so when we talk about cleaning with essential oils, do you see that? Is that what we're seeing on my screen?
Yes, we do. Lovely, lovely.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So one of the things we need to think about is that, as Michelle said, most of our household cleaners that you're going to find on the market do contain so many toxins, and we don't even know about them. And that's the scary thing, is when you have no clue and we're assuming that they're safe. Also remembering that the main routes of exposure to toxins are through eating or drinking or breathing or touching them. Now, my mom and I actually used to work as cleaners in homes. We did this professionally, and I actually had a line of products that I used that was less toxic. But the more I've learned about essential oils and about green cleaning and toxin-free lifestyle, it's become more evident to me that those still had a lot of toxins in them. So, you know, we learn as we grow, and it's good. It's a good thing to do. So, you know, for a lot of people, cleaning is cathartic. For some people, it's a chore, but no matter how you feel about it, it is an unavoidable part of life, especially if you want to keep you and your family healthy and safe. So having that clean environment is an important part of a healthy lifestyle. I do want to mention that not only in our cleaning, but also the products that we have in our home, that's a really important thing to think about as far as toxins. Toxins come from our cleaning products, but they also come from our personal care products. And those two areas are the biggest perpetrators of bringing toxins into our home. Michelle was talking about, as you breathe those fumes and it goes into your brain. Well, when I teach about essential oils, I tell them you put it on your skin. It's your biggest organ. It goes into your body. And if you inhale an oil, you put an oil on, you put it in. And when I talk about using shampoos with all the phthalates and all the other things in them, you're talking about going into the brain. So I'm very careful about making sure that it's not just our cleaning, that it's the other products that we use. So keep an eye on that as well. So why do we want to clean with essential oils? Oh, my screen doesn't want to stay put. Hang tight. All right. Wow, I just messed that one up. So why do we want to clean with essential oils? They're natural and they're safe to use in the home. They're potent, powerful, and effective. They're a great alternative to cleaning products. They offer versatile options, and they have a great aroma. So essential oils are safe to use around our family, around our pets, everything. So awesomeness. Now, you know, there's actually a science behind essential oils. And you might be wondering, how do they work? Well, what is it that makes an essential oil useful for cleaning? Essential oils have properties, whether they're antiviral, and there are some that have antiviral properties. There are some that are most of them are antibacterial, and many of them have even steroidal properties. So as we're talking about our own health and using them for wellness, which we're not going to talk about that tonight, but I just want you to know that the chemical benefits are there. So each essential oil has that unique set of chemical components, and it gives them specific benefits. There are oils that help the appearance of skin, oils that help with repelling insects or supporting a good night's sleep. And each oil has a completely different chemical profile with different percentages and combinations of all kinds of chemical components. That's why they're so versatile and why they have so many uses. So when we talk about oils for cleaning, I mean, you can go anything from lemon, which is very simple, to citronella, to lemongrass, several. The citruses generally have antibacterial properties, plus they are uplifting. So when you breathe them, one of my favorites is wild orange. In fact, I'll put wild orange in my dishwater because I really have never learned to enjoy doing dishes by hand. Bless you if you like that, but I put a couple of drops of wild orange in my dishwater and it just makes me have a happier, sunnier day. That's just the way it works for me. It's uplifting, sunshiny. So they also have not only external cleaning properties, but also internal cleaning properties. When we talk about things like lemon oil actually has the opportunity to clean the kidney, the liver, the internal organs. So when we talk about having been exposed to chemicals like I was as a professional cleaner, you bet that I drink lemon oil in my water every day to help detoxify my insides, right? Okay, so, and I've had a lot of people ask about this, and this is a good thing to know, a good question. Remember that when you are using natural products, you want to use a pure essential oil. Now, just like Michelle talked about with oils or with products on the shelf, it's actually very interesting that there is no regulation of essential oils. Essential oils have become a new thing on the market, although 20 years ago, there were companies that started that were big ones. And then 11 years ago, there was a company called doTERRA that started, and they said, if we can't do this right, then we need to not do it at all. And we're going to source where the oils are most potent, where they're the most pure, and where we can help the most people. They do a great job with humanitarian effort. But the biggest thing to know now is that almost 95% of the oils on the market that you go and buy, even though it says 100% pure essential oil or pure essential oil on it, they're not. And if you were to take that to any third-party chemistry lab and have that tested, they would be able to prove out all kinds of synthetic fillers in them. And that makes me sad because it gives essential oils a bad name. So it's important to know where you're sourcing them. When I have people that say, oh, I buy my doTERRA oils because I like them, but I buy them from Amazon, I tell them, no, because when you buy something off of Amazon that didn't come from there, doTERRA has over 50 tests in place for every single oil, so that when you get it from doTERRA, you know that it's pure, you know it's potent. You have a lot number on the bottom that you can look and say, where was that processed? If I buy it from Amazon, I could have had somebody, I could have had somebody from China that has a little machine that takes the lids off and on, take them off, and cut that oil in half or in fourths and make a lot more money by filling it up with other stuff, right? So, I am very, very careful and very passionate about making sure you source from the source where it's pure. And you're going to get the best results. Always remember that a little goes a long way. Whether I'm cooking or cleaning or using an oil internally or on my face, 1 drop is often sufficient. A drop or 2 is a dose. So remembering that I don't have to use very many drops of oil. If I'm using lemon oil, it's very, very simple. So we have a lot of homemade cleaning solutions. You can use white vinegar, baking soda, salt, Castile soap, as Michelle was mentioning. Very simple to use those. And Castile soap is great for lifting dirt, stains, and grease. Vinegar, obviously, is used for cleansing. It's great for cleaning grease and mineral deposits. Baking soda, you can absorb and eliminate odors and clean surfaces in the home. You can also make a gentle scrub with baking soda. Now, Castile soap is really great, but for me, I have a hard time with it if I use too much of it. So again, that's another one that you use a small amount. And any of these cleaning agents can be combined with essential oils to give you even more antibacterial wow and pow factor. So it's really awesome. Make sure that if you use water with an essential oil mix, that you are going to shake it every time. So is it as convenient as what I'm going to buy in the store that's full of garbage that makes it stick together? No. But is it a lot safer and better? Yes. So water and oil don't mix. So I shake it up and then I spray it, whether it's my toilet spray or my cleaning spray for my windows and mirrors. And I actually have gone to where I just use one particular spray and I use it from the floor to the ceiling, and it's safe. It actually uses an oil mix that we have called On Guard that has wild orange, cinnamon, rosemary, what else? There's a couple other things in there, but it just, very natural and cleaning. It's antibacterial and antiviral. So how much essential oil should I use? If you need a strong mix, for instance, if you are working on odors, you're going to use 5 or less drops of essential oil to 2 to 3 cups of a cleaning solution. A stronger one, 10 to 15 drops of essential oil to 3 to 5 cups of a cleaning solution. Now, if the strongest, that's 20 plus drops. And that's for particularly difficult cleaning solutions. If you have things like stains, grease, sticky messes, and you have to scrub, that's where I'm going to use that 10 to 15 drops of oil. And I will use that generally in a 20-ounce bottle of water. I'll use things like the wild orange or the lemon. You're going to use citruses. You want to make sure you put those in a glass bottle because a pure citrus oil will break down chemicals in your plastic. So same thing as if you're drinking them. I tell people glass or stainless only. So essential oils with cleaning properties. I love this. This is a great, great list. Arbor Vitae. I love this one for furniture polish. It's clean and nice for the wood. Basil is another one that's a good cleaning product. Cassia. Cassia is a cousin to cinnamon. Cedarwood. Now, cedarwood not only has the benefit of cleaning, but it's also uplifting smell. So many of these are. Clove is one of those that they actually tested against viruses. And if you put clove in a diffuser, so again, we need to talk about different ways to use the oils. You can use them topically, internally, or aromatically. And today we're talking a lot about topically. But if you want to use them aromatically, you can actually clean the air. And clove diffused, there was a test done not very long ago, like early last year, March, April, May, I want to say, where they looked at different essential oils and their effectiveness against viruses and colds and things like that. Clove stops viruses in its track if you inhale it for 15 minutes. Good to know. Because, we could still be in the cold and flu virus season or something, but you never know. Lemon is one of my favorites. Oregano, very strong. So again, depends on what you're looking for and how much you need to use. I use lemon. It's one of the least expensive oils to use, and it has a great scent. You can actually put it in your diffuser to get rid of smells in the kitchen or in other rooms. You can just put a little bit of it. I like to sprinkle a little baking soda on my stovetop. I have a glass stovetop, and then sprinkle some lemon oil on it and just take the little scrubby sponge and scrub it up, and quick, it's done. If I'm cleaning glassware or things like windows, I like to use lemon oil and peppermint in a little bit of vinegar and water. That's a great way to do it. So the On Guard Protective Blend, which is what we've talked about already, this actually is the concentrated cleaner that I use, and I just add things like tea tree oil. I'll add 10 drops in my 20-ounce spray bottle of tea tree oil because tea tree oil helps to discourage mold and mildew. And that's a nice thing when I'm cleaning my bathrooms, because that's where that tends to build up. And I find that I have to clean a little less often, which, I don't know, maybe you like doing that more than I do, but so lemon oil really is the king of cleaning. I love it. You can use it to a microfiber cloth and actually just wipe down wood furniture. I mix lemon oil with olive oil. It makes a great furniture polish. And you can just take it and wipe down your counter. It's awesome for stainless steel appliances. Take a little bit of lemon oil and put it in a bottle of water and spritz that, and it just cleans it right up, as well as cleaning and having that beautiful smell. So those citruses are wonderful for that. And if I have to pop it up more and I want things that are going to be antibacterial surface, and I'm going to use the On Guard on top of that. So a few ideas that you can use are fun ways to use this is to take a cotton ball and put peppermint or lemon on it and throw it in your trash can so that it stops that odor as it's building up. That's an easy one to do. You can also make your own room spray. You can use different things like balsam fir or lemon again or orange. Wonderful things to do, and just add it to water and spray it across your furniture. Cedar wood's a wonderful thing to do. You can take the water and 2 or 3 of your favorite oils, adding 10 to 20 drops of each oil. And again, when you want to refresh your room, just shake it up and spray it through the room. And again, no toxins in that air spray, right? You can make your own natural air freshener using baking soda and essential oils. Put a piece of fabric over the jar opening and seal it with the jar band and put it in your bathroom or wherever it is that you'd like to have that nice little smell fix, right? You can make an essential oil potpourri. You can just do any oil that you wish, put it on like a pine cone or something like that, or in flour, dry flour, and make that little potpourri just the way you want it. And I will have some recipes that I can share after we're done with this class that you'll be able to access. So cleaning surfaces, this is an easy way to do it. Cup of water, cup of vinegar, and 20 to 25 drops of essential oil. You just mix those, shake them, and use them on your paper towel or on your microfiber cloth. That's just great for surfaces. In the kitchen, obviously, eliminating odors, refreshing for the dishwasher, stainless steel like we've talked about. And in the bathroom, I've told you that I love to use that tea tree oil with it, okay? And one of the things you can do for cleaning the toilet that's really simple is you can take a half cup of baking soda, 10 drops of tea tree, and a 1/4 cup of white vinegar directly into the toilet bowl. You scrub the bowl clean as the vinegar and baking soda react, and helps it to stay clean and gives it that nice sanitizing smell and antibacterial again. For your tub and tile, you can actually do a little bit of, again, lemon oil and the baking soda, mix that together, and it makes a nice clean scrub that then you can rinse down and then do another spray of lemon or the On Guard in the oil in the water. Makes it beautiful. All right, laundry, and I know we talked about laundry. This is really important. So using wild orange or lemon in your laundry itself, just 2 to 3 drops, will help to get more of the stains out. It has an enzymatic reaction that lifts some of that grime. Also, you can add something to the rinse cycle. I like to use a blend that's got cilantro and melaleuca and a couple other things in it to make it really fresh. And of course, that 1/4 cup of vinegar, a half cup of white vinegar to your wash cycle, or I actually put it in the rinse cycle. I use a 1/4 cup of vinegar in the rinse cycle cup, and you don't have to use anything else. Now I have people say, it's not going to make it smell awful. No, rinse is clean. And then you can use the dryer balls. If you've not seen those woolen dryer balls, those are great for helping the clothes to dry faster. Plus you can infuse your own scent. Then you're not walking around all day going, man, I smell great because I have these chemicals. No, you can smell like serenity or lavender or wild orange if you want, which that's be a good smell. Love it. Now for wood, again, arbor vitae and a couple drops of lemon with some coconut oil or with some olive oil makes a great polish and preservative. So it's good for the wood and easy to do. For glass, here's a glass cleaner if you'd like. Water, vinegar, and lemon or lime or wild orange. Simple. And I like keeping things simple. I don't know if you're like me, but I like to keep it way simple. Too many other hard things in life. So sticky messes. Oh, if you got to remove stickers or anything sticky, a little bit of lemon on there is great. If you've been into things and your hands are sticky, a little bit of lemon oil on there. Tree sap, gum, peanut butter, things like that used to be problems in my house that I don't have to deal with so much anymore. Although I will say we've been doing painting recently, and we got some paint on one side of our beautiful dresser. And I went, oh no. And then I got to thinking about it and said, I'm just going to take my little microfiber cloth and put a drop or two of lemon oil on there. Went in there and it just scrubbed clean as a whistle. Love it. Simple, simple. Of course, for carpet, this is one of my favorite things. And when we moved into our home that we're in, I actually got new carpet for the first time. Now, that was the way it went. You know, you raise 10 kids, you don't get new carpet. You got kids or carpet. We have kids. So, however, I will say that with this carpet, when the guys came to put it down, they said, do not use a liquid carpet cleaner. Do not have it steam cleaned. Do not doing those things. I went, why? Isn't that how you get it clean? They said, no, that will actually delaminate your carpet and ruin it. I had no idea because I thought that's what you did. Well, you know what he suggested is exactly what is here. 2 cups of baking soda and 10 drops of an essential oil. That can be lemon, eucalyptus, or lavender, or cypress. You shake it up, you spread it on your carpet. And I like to use a broom or a rake and just kind of, you know, put it into the bottom of the carpet fibers and let it sit for an hour or two. Then go back and vacuum it up. And you will be amazed at how fresh your carpet is and how clean it is without toxic chemicals. And of course, we've talked about, you know, making a little spray, but you can actually freshen your bedding and your linens with just a little bit of lavender. You can make a dish soap with Castile soap, lime, lemon, grapefruit, or wild orange, and just a whole myriad of different oils. Now, does this mean you are limited to only the oils I've been talking about? Absolutely not. You saw that list on one of the earlier slides. I mean, things that are exotic like petitgrain, it's sharp. It's a sharp oil, comes from South America, and love it. But, you know, you can also make it as simple or, you know, as complex as you want. So if you have a certain oil that you love, if you love patchouli, you could put that on your dryer balls. And guess what? You'll have a little bit of scent of patchouli in your clothes. Is it going to last and kill everybody off? No, but it's beautiful. All right. So I will obviously, like I said, make this available for you. So you've got a little bit of a handout. There's going to be a book that will be available. I think Michelle's going to send out the link to that. But anybody have any questions on what we've covered? I know I went fast. Yeah.
Just a moment. So what we're going to do is close this out, because thank you everyone for joining us for this. And this is going to be a part of a series that we're going to be conducting, which is called Safe Home. All of these videos, all of these live workshops and webinars are actually hosted by It Takes a Village Ministry. And for 2021, we're going to start a new campaign entitled Safe Home, because a home should be a place that produces hope, health, and harmony. So we're going to create a series of different educational opportunities for you to learn about things like using essential oil, not only in terms of cleaning in your house, but for all kinds of phenomenal things. You're going to be blown away by all the phenomenal things that you can actually use essential oils for. And then we're also going to be dabbling in terms of herbs and things of that nature. Michelle, Crazy Michelle, is going to try to actually grow some actual plants and not kill them this time. So if you know anything about growing plants, contact me, because maybe you can be part of the new of the webinar that we do that talks about growing herbs and plants and things of that nature. So we invite you from the community to join us in educating each other. Please share this with others in your community, share it with your family, share it with your friends, because it is up to us to create healing communities. It is up to us to save the ones that we love. We cannot wait on the government. In fact, I strongly advise you not going to the government. We can't wait on medical providers. We have got to heal ourselves. And the healing begins when we come together as community. So thank you once again for being a part of this particular session, which is Take the Toxic Out of Cleaning in our